There we go. So, welcome to the Daily Dance Break. We have been doing a lot of breath work and sitting and feeling into ourselves. Today, we're going to do something a little freeform. Today is about an existence break. So, once again, listen, Mahalik, invisible Napoleon Bonaparte's behind this fantastic background. And if you can't see that background, dude, Instagram, people, get on the list. List is bit.ly/thedailydancebreak. And on that, you can get bonus resources, information, cool stuff, and replays. Sign up, send all your friends there. So like I said, we've been doing a lot of breathing and sitting and turning inwards. Today, what we're going to do is, it is an existence break. So this is space just to exist. Usually, when we do these somatic dance breaks, Bonnie and I generally teach anatomy to movement teachers, and we use that anatomy knowledge to get people out of pain in individual sessions. So now we're also using that anatomy and somatics knowledge to come out into this dance break, to bring people into ourselves, into themselves. We all together can go into ourselves, and we can come back out again and share that with the world. So today what we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge our own existence, and we're going to sit and be with that. You guys are going to be invited, I invite you now, to either sit quietly and breathe and enjoy through this experience, or you can move in whatever ways you like. So this is definitely a free form kind of day today. Make sure I've got everything all set up. So usually with our dance breaks, we have one or two movements that are specifically designed to connect our bodies with our minds, to bring that subconscious, implicit mind-body connection forward into the conscious and explicit mind. Because when we are conscious of something, we can change that. A lot of us white people are struggling with our own consciousness of racism right now. So that's a thing. It's not a metaphor, my friends. Anything that has to do with the mind and the body, it is not a metaphor. That which is unconscious, we cannot change. That which comes forward into our consciousness, we can take action on. And frankly, I think that's flippin' beautiful. I'm trying really hard not to cuss. Sometimes I'm just gonna fucking well slip, and I do apologize for that. I'm just saying. So today, first, you know what? I'm going to say first, let's start as we usually do in the daily dance break. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Your third imaginary hand goes on the curve of your skull in back. And you're just going to take one long breath, breathing into those three spaces, starting at the bottom. So inhale into your belly, into your heart, into your mind. Exhale from the belly, from the heart, from the mind. One more time just to center and bring ourselves here to the moment. Inhale from the belly, from the heart, from the mind. Exhale from the belly, from the heart, from the mind. Now we're going to go deeper because we are somatics people and we go deep. We go there. Oh, we go there. You ever taken a pelvis anatomy class with me? We go there. So take your hand on your belly. You're going to sink back through the stomach muscles, behind the gut, into that space between your internal organs and your lumbar spine. You're going to inhale deep back there. And exhale. And as you do, I invite you to notice what is different when you inhale deeply into the back of your body than when you just inhaled into your hand on your belly. One more time, just noticing that difference. Noticing that difference is huge in somatic work. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us connect to our minds and our bodies. That's what changes our perceptions of ourselves. The heart. Your hand is on your heart. Bring your consciousness back behind your sternum, behind your heart, your internal organ, and into that space between your heart and your spine again, and inhale deeply into that space behind your heart. And exhale. And one more time, inhaling deeply into that space behind your heart. And exhale. And I invite you to notice as you go ahead and take a third breath in your own time, what is the difference between inhaling deeply behind the heart and just inhaling into your hand and your heart? Becoming aware. And now finally, bringing your hand to the base of your skull or your imaginary hand, either way, you're going to imagine as you breathe in through your nose, you're going to breathe into the space behind your brain, between your brain and the inside curve of your skull. Breathe back and expand your mind as you inhale. And exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. One more time, and as you do, again, I invite you to notice the difference between breathing very specifically between the brain and the skull and just breathing into your skull like we did earlier. And now, one extra thing we're going to add today, and you can do this, sprinkle this in anywhere you like. You're going to take your fingers, you're going to stick them in your armpits. If you wear an underwire bra, right about where the underwire ends, that's about where you want to stick your fingers, right here, feeling the upper ribs. Now, no matter how strong you are or how not strong you are, you're probably going to be able to feel your ribs in there. It might not be very comfortable, especially if you're not used to going there. But I invite you to breathe and to notice the motion of your ribs underneath your fingers. And as you breathe, you notice, and maybe it's different one side from the other, or maybe it isn't. This space right here, that thin slip of muscle that you may or may not be able to feel over your ribs, is the upper serratus anterior, the Bruce Lee muscle, if you've ever heard me talk about that. This muscle is something that kicks on in our bodies very, very early, pre-birth. And it's one of those things, as that muscle comes online, we also have an awareness of our own existence. This muscle is linked with our sense of, I have a right to exist. I am here. So coming into this and breathing again with the sense of those muscles and this space in your body right here. And you can switch hands anytime you like, from here to here to here, whatever works for you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on some music and we're going to breathe. I'm going to start with a little bit of instruction, then I'm going to let it go. If you want to get up and move and dance through this, you are welcome to do it. So just because I'm not moving doesn't mean you shouldn't. Just because I may feel moved to get up and move, like I did there, doesn't mean that if you don't feel like moving, you should feel like, ugh, now I have to get up because I was into my breath, damn it. So I'm going to put on some tunes and we are going to breathe and we are going to be together. We're just going to be and we're going to breathe. Here we go. You can put your hand on your belly, your hand on your heart, your imaginary hand on the back of your skull. And think about breathing in that free-level breath. Breathing from the belly, into the heart, and the mind. And exhaling from the belly, the heart, and the mind. So breathing in, exhale, out, breathing in, exhale, out, breathing in, exhale, out. Schedule, breathe. and be here. Take it slow. You feel moved to move. Okay. If you don't, don't. And bring your breath to a close. Finish up your pattern. Bring your movement, if you were moving, to an ending point, and bring your palms together. Press your hands together. Feel the bones of the palms pressing against the bones of the other palm. Feel your forearm bones, your upper arm bones, your shoulder blades against the back of your body. Feel the back of the ribs against the shoulder blades, supported by the spine in the center. And as you inhale, inhale from the back of the belly to the back of the heart, to the back of the mind. Feel this strength in the breath coming up to the center of this circle of bone. And as you exhale, let the energy go down the front of the spine, down behind the throat, behind the heart, down behind the stomach, behind the gut, down the front of the sacrum, to the hip joints, to the thigh bones, forelegs, feet, toes, and earth. Inhale one more time, drawing energy up from the earth, from your toes, through the leg bones, hips, up the front of the spine, out the top of the head to the rest of the universe. And as you exhale, bring that energy down from the rest of the universe, down the front of your spine, back down into the earth. This is our center line. When you reach your arms up and you bring that energy in from the universe, bring your palms together, forehead, nose, chin, sternum, belly button, and pubic bone. That is our midline. Our midline is deeper, like we've just noticed. It's inside our bodies. It has much more to do with the spine than anything else. So find your spine, find your verticality. Find that reach up and that reach down. Find your center, find your existence, because as we sit, as we are here, each one of us is the center of an expanding universe. As you breathe with that knowledge of you being in the center of the expanding universe, that's a big responsibility to be the center of the universe, my friend. What will you do with it? Do something amazing, because I think you can. I will see you here tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, 11:45 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time every weekday. We are here. We are breathing. We are moving. We are dancing. We are going inside us. We are sitting with what we find, and we are bringing it out into the world and into action. Let's do this. We are here, and this is now. And now is 2020, right? It's a year. It's a big year. Let's make this the year that changed everything. I will see you tomorrow. Spread the vibe, not the virus.